What's going on, guys? Alright, so I am here with my PC Engine Hue card collection. I guess if I had to say anything about this collection, it is a collection of dreams. The shoot 'em ups in this collection are amazing. This is definitely like a collection that you would just imagine is out there, and well, it is. So let me show you what I got here. This is what I'm currently doing right now with these. As with TurboGrafx game, and I would make this a suggestion to all of you guys who collect TurboGrafx or any of these Hue cards, I am taking them out of their plastic sleeves. I have noticed that these sleeves, and maybe some of you have already, they become very oily, and sometimes they make the Hue cards sticky. So I do believe a lot of oils and chemicals are leaking out of these plastics now, 20 some years later, almost 30 on some of these games, 25. So I'm taking them out. I'm putting the card in one of my manual cases from Retro Collection. I fold it in there. And then I'm putting the whole jewel case in a jewel case plastic. So when it's finished there, it will look like this. I fold it up there neatly, and it folds nice on the edge so you can still read it. And then I'm keeping the plastic there, and I'm sitting on top. I have been taking out the foams. I do, and I know some other people do, consider these foams to be part of, you know, the CIB. If not, you're it's not really as far as price goes, but it's nice to have these so your cards don't fly around in the cases. So and then when I'm done, it just looks like that, and then I fold it up and it's together. So alright, well, let's get the crack in here. I won't talk too much about these because I got quite a bit. Might have to split this up into 2 videos, but we'll see. So enjoy the back sides of these, and then as I flip them over. So the first one is Adventure Island. It's a Wonder Boy game. That's Dragon's Curse, actually. The next one is Atomic Robot Kid. That's a shoot 'em up. AOI Blink, like a platforming game. Barunba. That's the sequel to Ordyne. Batman, kind of a Pac-Man style overhead Bomberman puzzler game. The China Warrior. Du Natural. Just kind of an interesting game. Don't really know much about it, but it can be played. It is harder though. You need a little reading in that one. This is Doraemon Nobita Dorabian Night. This video alone has got me almost 40,000 views on YouTube. Some people must have grew up with this game because it's definitely searched a lot on YouTube, but you don't see it. And I probably paid $12 for this game in 2009, and it's, you know, there's one up on eBay right now. It goes for like 50. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know the prices of these games. I got them in 2009. I paid, you know, pennies for most of these. Like, I'm talking like 8, 10, 12 bucks each. And I'm sure a lot are worth like 10, 20, 40 now. Okay, here's another Doraemon game. And this is actually a pretty fun one. The other one was a platformer. This is an overhead like the Batman, where you're kind of digging. It's kind of a Bomberman style game, in a sense. Here is Download, just an exquisite shooter. Very good shoot 'em up. F1 Dream, it's a Capcom game, a racer. Kind of an RPG type of game. RPG racer. Final Blaster, another great shoot 'em up. This is Wonder Boy and Monster Land, not World, but Land. Forgot the actual name of that though. I know. We got Cloud Master. That's actually not complete. That's just the card and the manual. And the only game I have for the system that's not CIB. Here is Jingoku Meguri Hellfighter. One of my favorite games for the system. Well, I should say one of my favorite platformers. Probably my favorite platformer. Gunpei Tormaden. That's a very cool game. Very dark background, demonic setting in this game, and it's a platformer. Really great, creepy game. There's a pro golf game. So we got Hanny on the Road. Very interesting platforming type of scrolling game. Here's Honey in the Sky. Let's shoot 'em up. Very interesting shoot 'em up. Heavy Unit. Really tough shoot 'em up, but worth it. I actually have a YouTube video up where I got through 5 levels on one guy on that game. It's amazing. This is the Lost Sun Heart. I forgot the Japanese name of this. It's a a parodious type of a shoot 'em up. Very interesting game though. A lot of cool sprites and graphics. This is Ms. Box Adventure. Liquid Kids it's called. Otherwise this is Bubble Bobble Part 4. And that game is pretty expensive. This is Mr. Heli. It's in Shoot 'em Up by Irem. And here's Konami's famous Parodius Da. It's a great game, must have, I'd say. There's Rabio Lepus. That's an interesting shoot 'em up. If you zoom in on the backs of these, you can see the prices that they went for. And apparently, I mean, company set prices, it looks like. And they may range from 4,400 yen to 6,700 yen on some. Here's Rock On, a very interesting shoot 'em up. Now, if you're wondering, the HuCard pictures pretty much show what they show on the front. Sometimes just a smaller variation of them. So that's the only reason I'm not opening them up. Rock On. Yeah, interesting shoot 'em up. Sprites and that are quite fun. I don't know the name of this game. I've said it before, but I always forget. But it's somewhere around the R's and S's, I think. At least in my library it is. And that's actually the game that's on the background, the music. Here's Salamander, Life Force. Probably one of the best ports of this game. If not the best port as far as music goes. Sinbad. It's an RPG. Minimally playable without any Japanese knowledge, and that's one of the only 2 RPGs I own. Just to test them out. Here's Space Invaders. Fuko no Ketsu? I don't know. I don't really know what the other name is, but this is Space Invaders. It's not the original one. It is the newer one, and that's kind of a cool picture to zoom in on and look at. It's kind of an interesting one. This is Super Momotaro. Oh, Super Momotaro Densetsu, and then Super Momotaro Densetsu Part 2. Next we got Shabibin Man. We have Shabibin Man 2. And there is a Shabibin Man 3. I do not have it. And I believe, I may be incorrect, but I believe there's ports of that for the TurboGrafx, but it might have been a different game. I might be thinking of a totally different game, so I take that back actually. This is Tenoku Fighter. Something like that. Something Fighter. Tenoku Fighter by Tonkin House. This is a very difficult platformer. I would compare it to kind of like DuckTale. It's a cross between Darkwing Duck and Dark Man for the NES. Very it's like the whole game's kind of like an ice world in a sense. But this is a game, interesting platformer, worth having. Pretty tough. Worth a challenge at least. Toy Shop Boys. It's a very interesting shoot 'em up. There's also a shoot 'em up called Toilet Kids, which I lost a bid on the night I got Ms. Box Adventure, but I will pick that game up later. This is Valkyrie no Densetsu. It's a really good platformer. And this is, I believe, World something, F1 World, and this is some other world race. I forgot the name of both these ones, but this is also a TurboGrafx port, I believe. This is a really good racing game. World Race or something. Just look at the W's on the PC Engine Bible that I'll have a link to it on the bottom if you guys don't know it already. And this is Yukai Dachuki, I believe. And it is, another one of those demonic hell-based games. Pretty cool. So, yeah, that's it. And alright, cool. Well, thanks for watching that, guys. And I hope you enjoyed that. And hopefully you can go find some of these games. Alright, peace.